Okay, fine, guys. Already, the program language meaning, it is the communication between the two entities. Okay, programming language meaning, which is the communication between the human and machine. Okay, so after this, we try to understand how the programming language builder. So normally, we'll try to understand from the scratch level. So how the programming language builder. Okay, how the programming language build. So we'll try to understand from scratch level. I would say. I think will I do some size image properties cannot decrease from okay how programming language build how programming language build okay normally if you take any language for example if you take Telugu or Hindi or anything so directly nobody cannot speak properly so initial stage what they will do so I'm taking normal language so we will try to understand two cases one is normal language any language so we can take any language so second one is the programming language so we'll try to understand the two cases what will happen in these two cases okay in case of programming language so first what you will learn from the basic things like I would say the few words I would say characters A to Z actually okay A to Z and then so with the help of these A to Z characters then we'll try to make words okay we'll try to make the words so words and then with the help of words we can make the I would say statements sentences and then okay fine now you guys observe so any language you will learn for example in this case I am taking English so how will you learn the English first you should try to learn the characters from A to Z with the help of these characters with the help of these characters we can make the words with the help of those characters you can with the help of those characters you can frame the words okay with the help of words we can make the sentences sentences with the help of these sentences we can make the I would say uh, paragraphs paragraphs are you guys clear with my point with the help of these paragraphs we can make the stories we can write the stories this is clear so this is the flow will happen in any language if you take English language if you take any other language if you take any language this is the flow will happen okay so what will happen in case of programming language which is basically the same flow I will explain with some the same picture any programming language also the same process okay this is like how the programming language uh, build the process programming language and then here in case of programming language the first step what are the basic step you should learn already you are aware of the characters and then numbers from 1 to 9 and 0 also including 0 also next is special characters like at the rate some around 8 to 9 special characters will be there okay hash these are the special characters these three are the basic steps. Characters you already aware, and numbers you already aware. Special characters also you aware. Okay, these three are the basic things actually. Okay, with the help of these basic things, we can make the tokens. Tokens in the programming language, every small thing we can consider like as the token. Okay, everything we can consider like as the token. Guys, my screen is visible. You like my words, what I'm writing in the screen, which one is visible? Tokens. Okay. Next, with the help of tokens, we can write the statements. Okay. Next, with the help of statements, we can develop the programs. We can develop the programs. Okay. With the help of programs, we can build the softwares. Softwares. So in the interview perspective, they will ask in the interview panel, what does it mean by software? What is software? They will ask the first question. If you are trying as a fresher, if you are trying as a like 2 years of experience guy also, they will ask in the first basic question, what is software? Software is nothing but programs. Group of programs is called software. Now if you observe, like in the programming language, no need to by heart anything. So we need to understand the flow. What is flow is happening internally, we need to understand the flow. Okay. If you observe here, this is the basic thing. We need to learn, I would say, these, I would say, characters already you aware, numbers already you aware, special characters are already you aware. So after that, so this is the flow. Like we need to, with the help of those basics, we can frame the tokens. With the help of tokens, we can make the statements. Statements meaning like set of instructions. With the help of statements, we can write the programs. With the help of programs, we can develop the softwares. We can develop the software. Okay. So if there anyone will ask like what does it mean by software? Yes, software is nothing but group of programs. Okay, group of programs. Are you guys clear with my point? Any confusion, anyone? So from tomorrow we'll start the class session sharp 9. Okay. So programming language should be like this: language, characters, words, and then sentences, and then paragraphs, and then stories. Next, programming language. The basics like characters, numbers, special characters, tokens, and then statements, and then programs, and then software, and then software. Are you guys clear with my point? So this is the basic level question. What does it mean by software? Now you get the clarity. Okay. Next they will ask the question. What does it mean by JDK and what does it mean by JRE and what does it mean by JVM? JVM. Any idea, anyone? Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. So basically, if anyone will ask what does it mean by JVM meaning, don't tell abbreviation. You can tell the purpose. Basically, we are not kids now. Already you completed graduation and everything. So if you are telling the abbreviation, they can easily understand. These guys are so don't tell abbreviation. Okay, you can tell abbreviation and then you can tell the purpose also. Okay. So already you guys installed the JDK and all now. Already you guys installed. Like uh, already you guys aware of what does it mean by pin. Pin already you aware. So what does it mean by pin folder? Pin folder. Okay, normally I will how the the execution flow will be there. So I will write the diagram. So based on that, no, we'll try to understand. So normally, guys, program structure. How the program structure we write. Anyone have any idea? Program structure. So I will show you program structure. If you want to write any program, we need to follow some structure. Okay. So what is the structure? We'll try to understand. Program structure. Program structure. Okay. So any program. Any project, anywhere you go, the structure should be like this. So first, it should be first statement should be package statement. Okay, package statement. Package meaning, what does it mean by package? What does it mean by package? Package meaning which is the collection of group of programs actually. Okay, first one is the package statement. Second one is the import statement. Second one is the import statement. Import statement. Okay. Third one is the class name. Third one is the class. And inside the class, so class will be together of methods and variables. Okay. Inside the class, we have the variables and methods. Variables and methods. So whenever you are writing the any program, we need to follow the this structure. But in case package statements and import statements are mandatory or optional, these two are optional. These two are optional. Based on the requirement, if these two statements are required, then we can use. Are you guys clear with my point? What I'm saying? Package statements, I would say we need to follow the program structure. Every program first line should be the package statement, and then so next, after the first line we'll be having multiple import statements. These import statements are mandatory or optional. These are optional. Based on the requirement, you can take the multiple import statements. Okay. After this, so we can take here n number of import statements. There is no limit actually. There is no limit. Import statements, you can take number of import statements. There is no limit. Based on the requirement, you can take number of import statements. Okay. So in the third step, we can declare class is the keyword, like which is very important in the program. So class, and then inside the class we can declare with the variables and methods. We can declare with the variables and methods. Are you guys clear with my point? This is the program structure. If you take any program, the structure should be like this only. First one is the package. Package meaning group of programs. Group of programs. For example, in the JDK, we'll be having the Java and then SRC. So how normally we will write the programs inside the SRE, we will create the one package, and inside the package we will write the like programs, like the basic, I would say dot Java with the help of dot extension dot Java. Here the thing is package meaning it is the group of programs. Okay, import statements meaning, so one program might be depends on another program also. If you want to use those I would say program in our current program, we can use the import statements. Import statements, you can take multiple I would say there is no limit. You can import number of imports. You can import number of statements. Okay. Okay, fine. This is fine. Now you guys observe what I'm doing. This is the Java program. Okay. The file name I am mentioning hello. Okay. Dot Java. Are you guys clear with my point? So this is my Java program. So this program, this file is called source file. Source file. Okay, fine. Nice. This is the source file. Then what will happen internally? The process is what will happen? The internally the process is what will happen? What will happen? Hmm. What I'm saying, programming language, this is English language. Whatever the programs you have written, whatever the logic you have written, this is the English language. If I tell to English language to my mission, the mission able to understand. No, which is not able to understand. Oh, why? Because so English language we know, okay? Mission don't know. This is a pure all the statements and everything will be in the English language. Mission don't understand. So this is called source file. Are you guys clear with my point? Next, what I'm saying, this is source file. We have the tools. Tools like compiler is the tools. What the compiler will do, it will check the syntax. So syntax everything is okay, and then it will generate the source file. Okay, compiler is the tool. Where this tool is available? Under the JDK we have the bin. Under the bin we have the tools. What are the tools? For compiling compiler and running the will be having the Java interpreter. So all the tools, whatever the like tools are helpful to develop the programs, tools, all the tools are will be available inside the bin folder. Okay, bin folder. Okay, compiler is the tool, and here we need to give the command. What command we should give? Java C, Java C, and then this file name. This file name, hello dot java. Hello dot java. Whenever you give this command, then what the compiler will do immediately, it will check the syntax mistakes and everything okay. Then immediately the compiler will generate the what it will generate. It will generate bytecode. It will generate bytecode. Okay. So I will take that. What does it mean by bytecode again? It will immediately, who will generate? Compiler. Compiler is the tool now. It will what the main, the working, the purpose of compiler is it will take the English language and it will generate the bytecode. So what does it mean by bytecode? Meaning bytecode is the intermediate language. So we cannot understand by the human. That language cannot understand by the machine also. Bytecode is the language we cannot understand by the humans and which cannot by understand by the machine also. That's why this is the intermediate language. Intermediate language. Intermediate language. Human cannot be understand. Machine also cannot understand. Okay. I would say here compiler will generate the dot class files. Compiler will generate the dot class files. Are you guys clear with my point? So whoever generated this dot class files, compiler will generate it. Compiler will generate this dot class files. Okay, fine. Okay, dot class files we cannot understand by the mission and by the, I would say, human also. But by the mission, these dot class files are not able to understand. By the mission also not able to understand. Then is there any purpose? This language only understand only one person. Who is that person? That person is the JVM. Okay. So JVM, uh, in our case, our mother languages like might be Hindi, might be Telugu, might be English. These all are the our mother languages. In the same way, JVM mother language is the dot class files. Okay. Byte language is the JVM mother language. JVM will understand only one language, that is the bytecode. That is the bytecode. Okay. When I am, so here in the dart class files, when I am giving the Java command, which meaning I am executing the dot class files. When I am giving the Java, meaning Java, my file name. Say hello. Hello. So this already we have the hello dot class. Hello dot class. Here, no need to mention hello dot class. Why? Because already the JVM mother language is the hello dot class only. No need to mention the dot class. If you mention Java C, so the JVM it will understand. Okay. No need to mention one more time dot class. And then what will happen whenever you give the command? So immediately who will come? Hmm. So JVM is our hero of our Java program. So our hero will come into the picture. Whenever you give the command Java hello command, so immediately our JVM will come into the picture. Okay. So what the JVM will do? It will immediately execute. So JVM architecture, it will be so different session actually. There multiple components will be there in the JVM architecture. So immediately JVM, I would say it will come into the picture, and then what it will do? So it will take dot class files as input, and here I would say this is the JVM, and then it will execute the dot class files, and it will display the output. It will display the output. It will display the output. This is the flow will happen internally. Okay, so basically in any programming language, so no need to by heart anything. If you by heart anything, so I would say you are not a programmer. I would say you are a programmer but not a good programmer. Okay, so everything should analyze. Everything you should analyze. Okay, not by heart. Everything you need to analyze, and everything you need to understand internally process what is happening internally. Okay, everything. For example, if you are this byte language, for example, in previous, like in your graduation or anything, like if you this is the new what, then what you will do, you need try to search like what does it mean byte code, and so how the execution flow will be there. So we need to think internally what is the process will happen internally. So whoever is thinking the internally, those guys will as a programmer. Okay. If not, so we need to try understand. For example, uh, this is the dam. I am telling normal example, and the water is flowing from top to down. Okay, and this is the water. You can assume, and the summers will be there. So everybody like uh, everybody, most of them like 100 persons will be there. They can able to swim from top to bottom. This is the top and this is the bottom. Okay, all the persons know or don't know the swimming, all the persons can able to swim from top to bottom, right? From top to bottom, right? Why? Because like there is no the flow will be there. Then I would say so everybody can able to swim from top to bottom. But the programmers, whoever want to try to swim the opposite to the water, so they are I would say make as a like they need to basically here they need to uh, the process. We need to know the internal process basically. So in the IT industry also, most of them who are working in the IT industry, they are most of them are, they swim top to bottom only. They cannot able to swim opposite. Why? Because they don't know internally process. They don't know internally process. Whoever have the knowledge on internal process, they can able to swim opposite to the flow also. Okay, are you guys clear with my point? So everything we can try to understand what is the process which is happening internally. Okay, what is the process which is happening internally? This is clear, guys. This is the source file we are compiling. So compiler is the tool. So where the compiler is available, I will show you. In my case, mm, so we'll be having downloads. Then JDK. Normally, the JDK basically which is available in program files also. This PC, C drive, program files, and then Java. We have the JDK. Okay. If you open these are the folders actually. Bin folder, config folder, include JMods, legal libraries. Okay. If I open the bin folder, you guys observe what all these things you guys observe. If you observe here, Java C. If you observe, Java C is the tool, and if you can observe the type meaning application, meaning this is the one software. This is also one software, meaning this is the one tool actually. Okay, if you observe the type, this is the one tool, and we are using the command is Java C. Okay, Java C. So you can get the conclusion, meaning oh, Java C is the compiler. It will compile our like a .java files into the source files. Okay. Next, we are executing. How we are executing? So it will compiler. It will check the syntaxes. Syntaxes meaning it will check the semicolons and the colons, and you are following the proper syntax or not. It will check. If you mistake any, I would say, the syntax, then immediately at the compile time, it will throw the error. It will show where you did the mistake. So everything it will show. Then what will after that? It will generate syntax. Everything is good. It will immediately, I would say, compiler will generate the dot class files, which is purely bytecode, and then so this language anyone cannot able to understand. So this language understand only one person, that is the JVM. JVM mother language is dot class files. In our case, we have the mother language. In the same way, in the JVM case also, JVM has only one mother language, that is the dot class files. JVM will understand only one language, that is the dot class files. Okay, so whenever after the generating the dot class files, we will give Java command. Java command meaning here we have the Java tool actually. If you observe here, if you observe here, application. So whenever you give the Java command and the class name, immediately what will happen? JVM will come into the picture, and then JVM will start the execution. JVM will start the execution. Whenever you give the command at the time only, JVM will start. If not, JVM will not come and JVM will not execute. So this command, we need to give this command. Then I would say JVM will come into the picture, and the JVM will start the execution. It will start, meaning it will load the dot class files into the JVM, and it will process the dot class files, and it will give the output as the. Okay, it will return the output. It will give the output. This is the process will happen internally. These all are the tools. These all are the tools. These many tools are available inside the bin folder. So at the time of system controls, we are giving the path up to bin. Why? Because whatever the tools are available inside the bin folder, so we can use those tools. How will you use? We need to mention the path up to bin. Whenever you give the path up to bin, then our basically our in our system will be having the OS. OS meaning operating system. Operating system is the mediator in between user and computer hardware and software components. Okay. Whenever you are giving in the system consoles, that is the permanent path actually. Whenever you are giving the path there itself, then our OS will understand. There we have the tools. So we need to use those tools, and then we can execute those tools and all. So this is the we are telling to the OS in the command prompt actually. Inside the bin folder, I can say I would say we'll be having the multiple tools actually. With the help of those tools, so we can perform the. So here the question, what my question is, what is the difference between JDK, JRE, and JVM. Where is notepad? Yeah. Anyone try to tell me what is the difference between JDK and JRE and JVM? In the interview perspective, in the base, in the fresher, at the fresher level, and I would say at the 2 years of experience, 3 years of experience, if we are trying with as a Java developer, these are the like regular questions. Okay, first question is what is software, and second question is what is programming language, and third question is what is the difference between the JDK, JRE, and JVM. So already you aware of the like abbreviations. JDK is the Java Development Kit, JRE, meaning Java Runtime Environment, Java Virtual Machine. So Java Virtual Vision, which is the very I would say all are important, but JVM architecture is very important actually. JVM architecture is very important. Why? Because so every program it will be internally. I would say we are like the terminology will be there, like uh, in the OOPS concept we will be discussing about the object and all. So everything it should be will be using the internal components actually. Okay, fine. So JDK and JRE and JVM. So what does it mean by JDK? Any idea, anyone? So JDK basically which contains the tools, which tools is helpful to develop the programs. Are you guys clear with my point? Which tools is helpful to develop the programs? Develop the programs. Next, what does it mean by JRE? What does it mean by JRE? Which is provide the provide the mm, no environment for the programs. Environment for the programs. Okay, which is JRE meaning which is used to provide the environment for the programs. Okay, next JVM. JVM which is responsible to execute our program, which is responsible responsible for to execute our program. Are you guys clear with my point? To execute our program. To execute our program. Are you guys clear with my point? But this is also a regular question. JDK, JRE. So I'm saying which contains the tools, where the tools is containing. So I am showing the practically. Now if you observe program files and then JDK. JDK is the folder and which is having I would say mm, multiple folders. Bin, config, include, JModes, legal and libraries. If I open the bin folder, you know, so bin is the folder which is having all the tools actually. These tools are helpful to develop our programs. Okay. Java is the one tool, Java C is the one tool, Java W is the one tool. These all are the tools actually. Java 2, Java W. Okay. So now you guys JDK is the like which is used to which will contain the tools which tools are helpful to develop the programs to develop the program. Okay, JRE is which will provide the environment for the programs. JVM which is responsible for the to execute our programs. This is clear guys till now. This is clear. So after this we'll be having very important topic, that is the JVM architecture. Anyone have any idea about JVM architecture? JVM architecture. JVM architecture. Any idea? JVM architecture. Any idea? JVM architecture. Hmm? Live is coming or not coming? 1 second. I will pause it. My TV. Live
Coming, sir.
coming. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Nice. Live also coming. Okay. Hmm. The same flow. Basically, the flow should be. I would say. Where is this one, man? Yeah. Okay. Here we have the source files, and then we are converting the source files into dot class files, and then here the JVM will come into the picture. Okay, so the JVM should be like this. Okay, now I would say the basic thing dot Java files. We can say hmm, source files. Hmm, you can try to like interact with us also. This is not meditation class, now. So we need to try to communicate. When I am asking, we are also trying to respond. What does it mean by source files? Meaning Java files. Okay. Okay. So here we have the tool, that is the compiler, and here we will use the I would say command Java, and then the file name. For example, here I will take the hello, and here I will mention the hello.java. Extension is mandatory. Okay. Then what will happen? It will generate the dot class files, hello dot class files. Okay, hello dot class files, and then here you are giving the command, that is the Java command, and then our class files, hello. So no need to mention dot class. Why? Because JV mother language is the dot class files only. So no need to mention the dot class. Just to mention Java and then hello. What will happen? Whenever you give the command, then JVM come into the picture. So the JVM have the multiple components. The component should be like this. Oh, basically, which is having the components like this. The first one is the class loader actually. Class loader is the one component, and then here we'll be having the memory sections. This is the JVM memory section, and inside the memory section it is having the multiple portions actually. Okay, multiple portions actually, multiple portions actually. Okay. Okay, fine. The first component, we have the class loader. Okay, what the class loader it will do? Class loader which is used to load the dot class files. Here we have the dot class files now. It will load dot class files into the JVM. Okay, this is the JVM basically. This is the JVM class loader, which is first component. We have the class loader. So class loader, what the class loader it will do? It will load dart class files into the JVM. Okay, it will load dart class files into the JVM. So here we have the like memory management actually. This is the memory section. In the memory section, we'll be having multiple like I would say portions. Like first one is the I would say this one is the Yeah, this is the method area. So I will take another color. This is the method area, and this is the heap area. This is the heap area, and this is the stack area, and then we'll be having the pc register. Okay, next one is the, I would say, native stack. Okay, are you guys clear with my point? Class loader, what it will do? It will load dot class files into the JVM. Once the dot class files is into I would say JVM, so it will the class code, all the class code will be stored in the method area. Okay, method area. So in the coming classes, we will discuss about the, like, what does it mean by class and what does it mean by objects. Okay, and you guys aware of, like, the, I would say, features of Java. So that is also very very important, guys. Java features. Anyone have any idea? Java features. First feature. What is the first feature? Java is the simple language. Okay. Next, high level language. High level language. Next, high level language. Third one, object oriented. What does it mean by object oriented? We'll try to discuss coming classes. Meaning, which support object oriented principles. Which supports object oriented principles. Next, uh, which is the portable meaning, which is portable language. Next, which will support the multi-threading. Why which is the portable language meaning? We can run anywhere. Run anywhere meaning we can run in the Mac, we can run in the Windows, we can run in the Linux. Meaning we can run anywhere. Next feature, it is supports the multi-threading, which supports multi-threading. Hmm. Next, multi-threading. Multi-threading. Next, security also. Why the security meaning? In the OOPS concept, we will be having the encapsulation topic. So with those, we can get achieve the security. Next, which one is the robust language? Robust meaning very strong, strong language, very strong language. Okay, strong language. Okay, so these all are comes under the Java features. And here one more important question also, in the IT industry, like they will ask, the question is, okay, you have 3 years of experience, guy, in IT industry. Which version you are using for developing your project in your, like in your company? Then what you will tell the answer? Which version? There multiple versions will be there. Okay, which version you are using? I will show you. I will give some. I would say some clue. I will give you Java history. I would say Wikipedia. If I open Java history of the, that is also regular question. Meaning which version you are using in your project. Okay. Versions will be there. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Nice. Uh, now my question is, which version you are using in your project currently? If you observe here, these are the versions. One will be there, 1.1, 2, meaning 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So latest version is the 25. Latest version is the 25. Now my question is, which version you are using in your project for developing the Java programs. So for developing Java program, we need to use some any version. For example, this is in my case mm, program files. Okay. Now, if you observe JDK 11, JDK 11 meaning I am using 11 version. 11 version. Okay, in the same way, in any project, if you are working in any project, you might be join any company also. So any project you can use any version. So here the latest version is the 25, and you are using the you might be use the any version of this. So they might be asked the question which version, which is the Java current version you are using for developing the Java programs. Then what is your answer? Are you guys clear with my point? Understood now? Huh? What is current version of JDK for developing the project? Okay, that is the Java history. Any idea, anyone? Java version. Any idea? Okay. Okay. So we need to understand the Java history, meaning when the Java has released. If you observe, so the first version JDK 1.0, which is they has released in basically 1996 actually. Okay, 1996. Initially, the JDK under control of Sun Microsystem. Okay, Java is not our language. Someone has introduced this language. So that company name is the Sun Microsystem. Okay, who is the James Gosling? James Gosling is the team lead of the team. Okay, so why? Because Java language is the big language. One person cannot able to develop, cannot able to write enter the program by the one person. Okay, James Gosling is the team lead of the team. Whoever has developed by the Java programming language. So James Gosling is the team leader actually. Team lead actually. So that's why the father of the Java they are calling as the James Gosling. Okay. First version they has released in 1996. Okay. Next version they has released in after you can observe the gap year gap 4 years and then 2 years. So after 6 years they has released the version which is 1.1. Okay, right? Next after 1 year they has released 1.2 version. Next after 3 years they has released in 1.3 version, right? Next after 2 years they has released 1.4 version, right? Next after 1 year, they has released one more version, that is 5 version 1.5. Okay. Next after I would say, so this is also very big release in the Java history. 1.5 is a very big very I would say big release in the Java history. Big release in this version, they has introduced a lot of features actually. Okay, they has introduced a lot of features in the Java 5 1.5 version. They has introduced a lot of versions. So 1.5 is the very big release in the Java history. Okay, if you observe here 2019 2009 they has released the 1.5 version. After 4 years, the year gap in between 9 to 13, 4 years. So after 4 years, they has released the which version? 1.6 version. Okay. Next, after 2 years, again they has releasing the 7 version. Okay. And again, after 2015, again they has released the in 2019 they has released the, I would say, 8th version, Java 8 version. Java 8 version. Okay, Java 8 version. And then, so after the Java version, if you observe here, so Java 8 also very big release. Okay, if you observe Java 9, they has released in the March, and Java 10 they has released in the March. It's the same year September, and Java 11 2019 April. Okay, next Java 12 2000 September. Same year they are releasing, every 6 months they are releasing new versions. Like for example, if you fail the exam in the March, you will write the September. If you fail in the September also, you will write in the March. The same process, the same process it is happening in the same way in the I would say Java versions case also the same issue. They are releasing, after releasing the 6 months, they are facing some issue. Again, they are releasing new versions. Again, they are releasing the new versions. For every 6 months, they are releasing the new versions. So every 6 months, they are using the new versions, new versions, new versions, new versions. Okay. Now, for example, if I like latest version is the 25. So I have either one team with team members is team size is 10 members, and then I am paying the salaries to my employees, and then I start working with my employees. Then what will I would say, after 6 months is completed, then what will happen? They has released a new version. They release new version. If they will release the new version, then I already taking employees, we are developing the my project 90%. Then they are releasing the new version, then what should I do in that case? My what, who will give my money? Already my salary, everything I have given to my employees. They has released new versions, then what will happen? Everything will be lost, meaning the project won't work properly. Why? Because so this is the failure version. Are you guys clear with my point? This is the not this is the failure versions. If I start working with failure versions, then what will happen? The project, absolutely the project will not work properly. Okay, right? So that's why, like if any new version will come into the market from the company, Oracle company, so any company, they don't like to start with the new versions. Why? Because there is no stability now. Then if they start work with the new versions, then what will happen? After 6 months they release new versions. If they release new versions, then whatever the project has developed by the previous versions, that will be not working. Why? Because there has might be some issues, due to that only they are releasing the new versions. That's why in the IT industry, in the IT industry, so only we have the two stable versions. That mean that is the 11 and 8 version. Are you guys clear with my point? That is 11 and 8. So if they will ask like which version you are using for developing the project, so 1.8 is the version. So 95, 90 to 95. So in the IT industry, whatever the companies will be there, so all the companies naturally they will develop the products now. So whatever the companies are like developing the product, the of Java language, 90 to 95 companies, 90 to 95%, they will use the Java 1. JDK 1.8 version only. Why? Because this is the stable version. This is the stable version. This is the stable version. They are using this version only, and they are developing the projects. Okay, 90 to 95%. Next, next one is 11 also. 11 also like this will be used 5%. Okay, 5%. Are you guys clear with my point? If they will ask like which version you are using in your project, meaning you can tell 1.8 version. Okay, 1.8 version. So 1.8 is the version currently we are using. All the companies they are using like JDK 1.8 version for developing the programs. Are you guys clear with my point? So 90 to 95 companies, 90 to 95% all the companies they use 1.8 version only. Okay. Next, only few companies they develop the 5%. No, for example, they release a new version also. No company, they don't have any date to start working with new version. Currently this is the new version. If the companies will start working with new versions, then after 6 months what will happen? So they will again they release the new version. Okay, if they will release the new version, like the everything, they might be complete the like 50% or 60%, everything might be lost, their money will lost, so everything they lost. So that's why no any company, I would say, any company, they don't have encourage the new versions, meaning the companies won't start with the new versions. Whatever the stable versions will be there, so with the help of those stable versions only, they can start to work. Okay, so this is all about Java history. This is also very important question. Why? Because this is the actually, if anyone open the Java history, this is the latest version actually. One second. This is the latest version. Normally, beginners what they will do, they will open the Java history, and they will interview panel. They will ask the which version you are using the your project. They immediately they will tell Java 25. Java 25. Why? Because this is the latest version now. But that those guys don't know the history. Okay, they immediately they will tell Java history. Then what are the interview? The interview blast. The interview mind will blast. Oh man, oh, you are developing Java program with the 25. Na? Who will develop that? You can only you can develop that. So the interview will easily understand. You are saying that 25. If you say any these versions, the interviewer will easily identify you. Okay, so you are a genuine guy, you are what guy you are, so the interviewer will easily find out you. Okay, so Java history also very important. This is the regular question. Any, I would say, you are trying 4 years, 5 years, any experience, this is the regular question. Which version you are using in your project, which version you are using in your project. Okay, and you, if you are trying with some searching in YouTube and anything also, you might be confused. Man, these are the latest versions like 21, 22, 23. These latest versions will be there, but why they are still using 1.8 and 11 only? Still you confuse. Okay, now you get the clarity. Okay. Oh, JVM architecture will be there. Yeah, JVM architecture is the very important. Okay, this terminology will be there. No? Heap area, method area, stack area, PC register, and native stack. So we need to aware the internal process. JVM is the which will have the internal some components. So each component have the the special purpose of it. Class loader is the component, and what it will do, it will load the dot class files into the JVM. Okay, so JVM, whenever the class loader load the dot class files, then what will happen, all the class code will be stored in the method area, and then in the program we will write some stack, and then so based on that, every class we will create the objects. So in the objects, in the OOPS concept, so I will show you how the our flow will be there. Here basically, so first we will done the discussion about the Java and the meaning what is Java, and then after that we will discuss about the futures. So futures also done, and then Java history. Okay, Java history. Next, I would say next, how the program language build, how the programming language build, how the programming language build. Okay. next next program structure. Okay, next program structure. Next hmm, JVM architecture. JVM architecture. Okay, next hmm, next we'll be having I would say naming conventions actually. Okay, naming conventions. Naming standards will be there, like we have the class names and variable names, method names. In the beginners, like whoever coming completely from non-IT, they are confusing at the time of writing the class names, variable names. They are confusing. Okay, naming conventions actually. We are writing the naming, so naming conventions. So we need to follow some standards. Okay, naming conventions, and then we have the topic is operators, operators, and then conditional statements, and then we have the looping statements. Okay, looping statements. So these three are very I would say all are important. So among those, if we go any project, these three are I would say logical thinking. If you are good at these three areas like operators, conditional statements, and looping statements, you are strong at logical thinking. Are you guys clear with my point? If you are good at these three areas, you are strong at logical thinking. Operators, conditional statements, and looping statements. We need to practice multiple times. Okay? Operators, conditional statements, and looping statements. Okay, fine. After this, we will discuss about the arrays. Okay? After this, we will discuss about the strings. Okay? This is clear, guys. After this, oops. In the OOPS concept, we will discuss about the variables. Okay. Here, before naming conventions, here we will discuss about the variables and I would say data types also. Okay. Data types. What does it mean by data types? But in case of variables, we will discuss about the basic meaning. What does it mean by variable? The basic thing we will discuss. But in case of OOPS, first, we will discuss about the in the OOPS concept. First, we will discuss about the what does it mean by class and object. Are you guys clear with my point? And then the second, we will discuss about the types of variables. In case here, we will discuss just what is variable. Okay. So once we start the OOPS, there we will discuss about the types of variables, guys. Okay. Types of variables. Okay, fine. Next up, types of methods. Okay, types of methods, and then next are types of constructors. Types of constructors. Okay, next some keywords will be there like this keyword. Okay, this keyword we will discuss about this keyword. Okay, so from these topics are called as OOPS basics. Okay, OOPS basic. Types of variables, types of methods, types of constructors, and this keyword. These all these all are OOPS basics actually. Okay, OOPS basics. Okay, fine, nice. Next up, we have the OOPS principles. What are the OOPS principles? We have the encapsulation, and next we have the polymorphism. Next, we have the inheritance, and we have the abstraction. We have the abstraction. These four are called OOPS principles. Okay, these four are 11 to 1 batch. Oh, okay. So these four are the OOPS principles. Okay. If you understand the OOPS principles, you need to be aware of these basics. Okay, what types of variables will be there, types of methods will be there, okay, types of constructors will be there, and this keyword, okay, these keywords will be there. And then we'll be having the OOPS principles. The OOPS principles are four. One is the encapsulation, second one is the polymorphism, third one is the inheritance. Inheritance. Okay. Next thing we will discuss about the I would say exception. Very very important, guys. All are very very important. Whatever the topics we are discussing with you, whatever the syllabus we are sharing with you, everything, every word, whatever the word is coming from my mouth, every word is important. Okay, everything we have in the real time only. We are saying everything in the real time also only. Okay, so we are not I would say we are not telling out of the syllabus everything, whatever the, mark my words, what I am the saying in the sessions, everything you can observe in the real time only. Okay, we can your from your side we need to practice multiple times. Now you have from the time is 11 o'clock now, from tomorrow 9 o'clock you have the free time, so you can utilize this time. Okay, from during the training like uh, I would say Java and AIM training, we need to focus on the training session only. Okay, next exceptions also very very important. And then I would say we'll be having the collections, and we'll be having I would say cellulates. In the collections itself we'll be having the collection framework will be there, like collection and maps, and then cellulates. Okay, and then cellulates. So these are the topics. Okay, are you guys clear with my point? Now today what you will guys will do, what you guys will do, so we need to revise all the topics. And here we have the JVM architecture basically. So the object, whatever the objects will be created, the objects will be stored in the heap area. Heap area. Heap area meaning the JVM will allocate some memory to the objects. Okay, objects. Next, stack area. Stack area, like which is having like methods execution. Basically, which method? For example, in our program, we'll be having multiple methods. So it will stack area which is responsible for the methods execution. Okay, PC register meaning which is responsible for the lines execution. Which line is, for example, we will be having the multiple lines, so it will take care about the lines execution. Which line is executing currently, which is take care about the lines execution. And native stack is the like a memory in the native stack area, which is store the some non-Java related libraries. Non-Java related libraries meaning some we can run the C plus languages also. So for running those, we'll be having some predefined libraries. Those libraries are available inside the native stack actually. Okay, native stack. So here we'll be having one more flow also. So the flow I should be right like this. We'll be having, also we'll be having the translators topic also. So for example, here it should be like this. Here, this is the execution engine actually. Every JVM has one execution engine. What the execution engine will do? This is the execution engine. Execution engine. Okay. In the execution engine, we have the we have hmm, I would say I would say JIT. JIT meaning JIT meaning just in time. And then I would say so so these will be available in the Java execution engine. So and here we have the some libraries. some libraries. Okay, so here we'll be having native libraries, native libraries. Okay, native libraries, native libraries, and here we have the native interface, native interface. Are you guys clear with my point? Native libraries meaning if you want to write any non Java related code, those libraries will be available in the native libraries. So in native interface is the mediator in between the execution engine and libraries. Okay, this is, native interface is the mediator. This is the mediator actually. So native interface is the mediator in between the execution engine in the and Java native libraries. I will show you here itself. I would say JVM architecture. You can take any diagram, no issue. If you observe here, class loader, and then this is the memory section, method area, heap area, stack area, PC register, and method area, native area. Okay, la? So in the execution engine, again it will be having translators will be there. Translator meaning this is the native interface and native libraries, and this is the execution engine. Execution engine. So finally, we will get the output like this. JVM architecture is the very, 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 very important. Okay, very, very, very important. Normally, like whoever is coming from completely non-IT, what they will do now? So they need to follow two steps. While running the class, we need to write the class notes. Okay, we need to write the class notes. And after the class is completed, we can prepare your personal notes. Personal notes. Are you guys clear with my point? Running at the time of running the class notes, class, you need to prepare the class note. Meaning, whatever the tutor, whatever the trainer is telling, you need to write the class notes. So after the class is completed, we'll be having the like free time. There itself, you can prepare your own personal notes. Are you guys clear with my point? Okay, so this is the JVM architecture, and today the syllabus we have covered the basics. These all are the basics actually. Core Java is basic programs, guys. Okay, very fundamentals. Core Java meaning very fundamentals, fundamental programs, fundamental, and I would say very basic programs actually. Okay, fundamentals or basic programs. They here in the core Java we will learn how to write the program and how to compile the program and how to execute the program. These are the basics and fundamentals we will learn in the core Java. Okay, these all are the basics. Whatever the topics we are discussing going forward. Also, one more point. One more point. Where is notepad? Ah, so these all the topics we should use the notepad only. So up to strings, everybody should use the notepad only. Okay, don't use the Eclipse. Don't use the Eclipse. So these all the topics we should use the notepad only. Okay, so I will tell when we will use the Eclipse. I will tell Eclipse is the IDE, which is like all the companies will use the IDE only. So before going to work on the IDE, we need to write the programs on the notepad. In the interview perspective, they don't ask, please write the program on the Eclipse. Nobody will ask. You can write the. Everybody will ask the. We can write the program on the notepad only. Okay. These topics we can write the programs on notepad only. Okay. So this is today. Tomorrow sharp we'll start the session at 9 o'clock. Okay, so today I'm confusing the timings. I'm 11 to 1 is I'm thinking, but they're saying your timings is 9 to 11. Tomorrow your class will be start sharp 9. Okay, everybody should be available 8:50 like that. Okay, I will stop the live.